name's Megan. I'm an occupational and physical therapy assistant student from McEwen. Your therapist sent me in because I'm going to be helping Isaac here to teach him how to eat with this adaptive fork and then get from the toilet to his wheelchair. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so the concerns we're going to be focusing on today is Isaac has sensory limitations on the right side of his body, making self-care tasks like eating super difficult. And he has a knee replacement on the left side, so he can't twist or move his knee, so it's really hard for him to get up and out of the toilet. Okay, to help Isaac with his eating difficulties, I'm going to be showing him how to use this fancy fork here. The purpose of this fork is to allow the user to have a good grip on the fork, especially with his weakness. And if he doesn't have a good grip strength, it just gives a better support, and he can also use his other hand to help support it with the fork. So first we need to make sure that he's in a good position with good trunk support and make sure that he can reach the table. Otherwise there's no point in eating at a table if you can't reach it. We're going to make sure that the fork is twisted properly around his wrist so it doesn't fall off. We need to make sure that we're going to start with like smaller snacks when he's at home eating instead of bigger meals that are harder to eat. Okay, so before we start eating, we have to make sure Isaac is nice and close to the table without hitting his knees or anything. So he's probably as close as we can get because these armrests aren't fit for underneath the table. So we're gonna set his brakes. And his food's nice and close. So now he can start using the fork. And to use the fork, you're gonna pick it up and then wrap it around your wrist. So I'll help you with the wrapping, so pick up the fork. Okay, so now we're gonna wrap it underneath your hand and around, like so. And then you can grab your other hand and hold your wrist. Now with your food in front of you, just tilt your arm, stab the fork, and bring it to your mouth. Okay, so to help Isaac with his chair to toilet transfer, I'm gonna do an explanation first, and then I'll do a demonstration, and then I'll teach you how to do it. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, so when he enters the room, we need to make sure that there are no hazards anywhere, and we need to make sure that he is on a 30-degree angle to the toilet and as close as possible. And when we get Isaac to do it, we're gonna have to take off the side armrest from his wheelchair because of the handles here, because your therapist told me you have a raised toilet seat at home, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna practice it as realistic as possible. So once we make sure the coast is clear and his armrest is off, I'm gonna be using a moderate assist to help Isaac, but I'll do a demonstration first myself, like I said, so that when he is independent, he can do it. So we're gonna put the locks on when the armrest is off, and then we're gonna have a transfer belt on him. And what he's gonna need to do is reach across the toilet onto the handles, making sure he doesn't twist his knee because of his knee replacement. So we might have to do a little bit of a pivot, but no twisting. And then to get back onto his chair, we'll have him reach back over and sit back down. Okay, so Isaac, when you get up and out of the chair, we're gonna have the armrest off on this side. So I'm gonna help you by holding on to this belt, and we're just gonna do a little bit of a pivot transfer. And because you can't use your right side, we're gonna use your left side and make sure your foot's right underneath you. I'll hold on to your belt, we'll help you up, and you'll grab on to the seat handle here so you'll be up like this, and then we'll have you reach for the other side. I'll hold on to you while you pivot, and we're gonna make sure too, how I just took a step here, that you're not twisting when you step for your foot, or for your knee, sorry. So we'll take a step, then we'll have to take another one. I'll hold on to you, we'll help you back down. I'll make sure that you're good in sitting. And then to get back up, I'll help you on the stand, so you'll push off the chair here. You'll get up, you'll take a couple steps like this, and I'll help you, and I'll block your knees when I help you. You'll reach for the seat when your feet are touching. We'll take a step so your knee's not twisted, and you'll sit back down. Okay. Okay, so Isaac, now that we have your belt on, I'm gonna get you to do what I just showed you, getting on the toilet and getting back down. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on to your belt, and I'm gonna help you scooch forward to the end of the chair, and then we'll move to the toilet. Okay, So I'll hold on to you and we'll scoot you forward. Okay, so on the count of 3, I'm gonna get you to stand, okay? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Take a couple steps, sit. You okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now we'll get you to scooch forward. Okay, same thing, count of 3, get you to stand. 1, 2, 3. Couple steps, reach for the chair, and sit. Good. You okay? Okay. Isaac, how did the transfer feel?
Good.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not so successful, 5 being successful, how do you think if you had someone else help you at home, you would be with it?
Maybe a 3, a 4 once they learn.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I like that answer. Okay, so now with the fork, same thing, 1 to 5, how do you feel using the fork by yourself?
4.
4? Good. Yeah, you had good stability. We had you close to the table. You had it wrapped nice. That was good. So now I just want to remind you with your left knee, make sure that we're not twisting. Only put as much weight on as possible. And when you go to bed, make sure you're not sleeping with a pillow under your knee.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any other questions you have before we leave today?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in. You did great.